Hey there, welcome back to another episode of our Be Encouraged Moments. So today, I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek of a little bit more about Jan. What I do, what I love, and we'll see where this goes. But I'm gonna talk about gardening. Yes, I love to garden.
She does.
It is so much fun. So about a month ago or more, my husband and I went to a nursery and I bought like 45 flower plants and a whole ton of vegetable plants. And so we have two different areas on our property and to do that. And the weather was getting better and we're like, let's do it. I took the week off and just to do that. And I was pumped. I could not, I prepped the yard or the areas. We pulled all the weeds, we put new sod in, or new soil, not soil, what do you call it? The dirt, that. And then soil, I guess so. And it's just like rich and it's ready for plants to happen. So we did that, and a month later, the plants started growing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, especially those that we started by seed. It's just a miracle to see them kind of pop out of the ground, and it's
I remember when the
wonderful.
First sign of it showed through. She was like,
"Oh yeah,
cloud nine."
I was. Oh, I wouldn't believe this. This is great. And then the weather turned, and there was a frost warning, and I'm like, frost warning? It's like in the 70s. How can frost happen? And I was freaking out. Actually, I was a little bit of a brat. And I'm completely honest with you guys, because I know that some of you are like this too. Things don't go right.
I love how she looks at me.
Things don't go as planned, and I'm the Post-it queen, and I write things down and check off lists, and everything was going perfectly. And then the weather turned and it got cold, and we don't have enough blankets and sheets and whatever to cover everything, and we were so nervous. Well, we did lose a couple of tomato plants and a couple of other plants, but I was just down and out. I'm like, God, I spent all this time and money and effort, and then you're going to give us frost, you're going to give us cold again. And I was a little bit of a brat. But, that happens. And then we have this little animal. I don't know what it is. It's ringtail cat or something that gets in, and it was digging up around my plants. It didn't dig up any of the actual flowers, but it made a mess. I mean, the holes were like this big, this deep. They were going in for worms or whatever they eat. I don't know. Anyways, so that was discouraging. I was so discouraged that I just wanted to give up. Like, enough. I'm not even watering these things. This is just like, and then the weather turned. And I just kind of got out of my bratty mode. And, I learned a lot. Basically, bottom line is I'm human, right? I'm just a person that I wanted everything to go right. And the Lord really shared with me that my plans aren't always his plans, and I just have to submit to him, and it was fine. But I learned a lot about what to plant, when to plant, how to plant. Like next year, we'll probably wait a little bit longer, maybe after Easter or something. I don't know. But I learned a lot. So why am I telling you all this? We all have our gardens. Maybe not physical gardens like what I, actually plant, but we have our gardens. Maybe the garden that you have is helping people, and you plant the seed of helping that person, and then somebody else comes and waters, and then they nurture. You see the nurture and the growth in a person. Maybe it's just your garden is on a different scale, and you feel like you're sinking and you're holding on for dear life, and it's like, come on, maybe you're not a brattish like what I was, but it's a serious time, and you just are so discouraged. I want to read you a couple of scriptures that helped me through this time, and I hope that they help you. 2 Corinthians 9 verse 6 says, remember this, the one who plants few seeds will have a small harvest, but the one who plants a lot will have a big harvest. And Galatians 6:9 says, And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap. And if we do not give up, that's the big thing. And I was ready to give up, but I want to reap the veggies and the beautiful flowers. And I want, when I help others and encourage, this is be encouraged. And we want to encourage you, and we want to see growth of something that we say that might be a little gem in your pocket. And we'd love to hear those things. But that's what this ministry, this garden is about, is encouraging you, and hopefully we see a little bit of growth. So if you're facing discouragement in your garden, don't give up. Your harvest is right around the corner. So be encouraged. Gardening is really a wonderful journey, whether it's a physical or a spiritual. Whatever your garden is, don't forget to weed. Take out all the snares and the weeds. And just always remember that your harvest is right around the corner. Thank you, as always, for joining us for our Be Encouraged moments.